Round Reviews Reacts. Got something to talk about. Summer Madness 11. Epic. Let me just start off by saying that. Absolutely an amazing event. The crowd, the Houston crowd, they was with it. They was into it. They loved it. The arena presence, just the feeling in the building, amazing. Atmosphere, amazing. But let's get to it. I made some pre-predictions earlier. Let's see how accurate I was. Let's start with the first battle. And let me preference this by saying I might be a little biased because I was actually in the building for Summer Madness 11 on the stage for the first half of Summer Madness 11. So I might be a little biased thinking that this was a great event. And on top of that, this is my first actual live event that I ever went to. So it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. So I might be pole jocking Summer Madness a little bit. But that being said, let's start it off with the first battle. Real Name Brandon versus MVP. This is the Ultimate Madness 4 finale match. And what can I say? To start off the event, it was a good battle to start the event off. First off, let me say MVP did a great job. Real Name Brandon, great job. Both of those guys showed up and showed out for the most part. But if I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, the first round one is probably the only debatable round of the battle. Outside of that, I got Real Name Brandon 2-1. The second and the third for sure. But his first was crazy. But let me not, it's no slight to MVP. MVP came out, he showed up. So if somebody wants to say it was a 30, it was a 30, but it was a gentleman's 30. MVP came to show up. It's just Real Name Brandon was in his bag. Like, he had the crowd going crazy, hanging on his every bar. Like, his flow and cadence was easy on the ears to pick up. And when he punched. Like, amazing showing from Real Name Brandon. He's seeming like he might be one of them ones. You feel me? Shout out to MVP. He did great, but on this day, Real Name Brandon, all 3 rounds, he was in his bag. The next battle, Lou Castro versus Arsenal the Rebel. With this battle, let me say this. Both of them came out and showed up. Arsenal, he came out there and he just exuded veteran presence. Like, he went out there, and when you looked at him in his performance, it seemed like he's somebody that is comfortable with what he does. He's done it for a while, and he knows what to do. It was just that veteran savvy that he was showing that was present. You could not deny it. Now, Lou Castro being one of the newer faces to the URL, surprisingly enough, he actually promoted himself and moved like a veteran as well in this battle. Like, he was very comfortable on a big stage. And when I say a big stage, that place was packed. Packed. We talking 25 to 3,000 people, 2,500 to 3,000 people in there. Packed. And he got on the stage and was not bothered by any of it. Now let's get down to the get down. Round one was probably the most debatable round. I'm going to edge it to Arsenal. Round two was probably one of Arsenal's strongest rounds, if not his strongest. I edged 2 to Arsenal, but the clearest round in the battle is the third round. And with the third round, Lou Castro clearly took the third. Clearly. There is no question about who won that third round. That is the clearest round of the battle, and it does go to Luke Castro. Like, he got into his bag. When he got to the third round, he started doing all that, hey, big dog, all in Arsenal shit. Like, he was with it. Hey, big dog. He was doing it. Clear he got the third. Now, if somebody wants to debate me, well, I think Luke Castro won the battle. The first 2 rounds are debatable, and I'm not going to argue against somebody that says Luke Castro won the battle 2-1, or maybe Gentleman's 30. I'm not going to debate it. Actually, I might debate it a little bit. Arsenal took that second round. But for me, I got Arsenal edging a debatable 2-1. It can go either way, but debatable 2-1 Arsenal is how I say it, how I feel it. The next battle. What can I say? Chess is something different on stage. Like, chess with a big crowd, it's really hard to match that energy. Like, if I'm gonna, like, kind of, you know how people be like, oh, he's kind of Jordan-like with his jump shot in basketball, or like LeBron-like with his ability to penetrate and see the floor. Chess is very K-Shine-like with his ability to get energy from the crowd. Like, he be saying he's shape-shifting on stage. Me being in attendance for this one, you literally see it. Chess's energy is hard to match. And going into this, Easy has more of kind of like a laid-back, slick talk, savvy kind of style. I was having doubts that he was going to even be able to match Chess's energy with that kind of setting. But I say that to say this. Easy, the block captain. Oh my God. Right now, and maybe this is just 24 hours hasn't passed, so maybe I'm still on that summer madness high, but right now, the way I'm seeing it, battle of the night is easy to block captain versus Chess. Hands down. That's gonna be battle of the night. I can't wait to watch that back when they drop it on the app. But I got that, like, maybe I'm just getting caught in the moment, but it's looking to me like that's going to be a classic. And right now, top 3 battles I've seen this year thus far. That's how dope it was. Both of them back and forth, going at it back and forth. It was a sight to see. Now, that being said, let's get down to the nitty gritty. I think I'm an edge Easy the block captain. It's hard to go round for round breakdown. Overall, though, this is a debatable battle. I can't argue with anybody that says Chess won, and I can't argue with anybody that says that Easy the block captain won. But at the end of the day, Easy surprised me because I didn't think he was going to be able to match Chess's energy round for round. Not take a round off, round for round. Match his energy. Have the punchlines, have the setups, have the schemes. And to deliver with Chess, who is just different. When that nigga rap, he's different. Hands down. He's born shape shit. He is that. He is him. He's that. Hands down. I'm going to edge Easy overall. I can't, with this one, I got to watch it back. I can't really get to the round for round breakdown because honestly, depending on the day, I might edge Chess rounds and I might edge Easy rounds another day. It's all in all a debatable battle. It's debatable. Whoever your preference is probably who you thought is going to win. Me, just off of the fact that I did not think Easy could get that kind of, I didn't think he can get to that kind of energy level like Chess does. And he did it every round. He was right there. When Chess was in his bag, Easy went and got the Gucci and got in his bag too. And what was weird was I was actually on stage for this battle. I was on stage for this, Luke Castro and Arsenal, and Real Name Brandon versus MVP. I was on stage. When you look at the app, the nigga in the fucking white, blue, gray button up, that's me. Right there. So when you see me on the app, that's me. Right there. So being on the stage, when Chess started out, I'm like looking around like this nigga is leaving Earth right now. And the whole time, Easy, he just kind of looking at the reactions, looking at the people on the stage behind him, just kind of looking around. And then when he started rapping and started dropping his shit, he dropped that shit, the crowd going crazy, and he started looking at us like, yeah, y'all was doubting me. But y'all forgot, I gotta rap next. As soon as he has some stuff that come out, remember, I gotta rap too. Yeah, his stuff is fire. I gotta rap too. So, and he was like I said, he was looking at the people in the stage and in the crowd, eyes all big and everything like, yeah, what you thought? I talk different. He was in his bag, so I'm gonna have to edge that one. A debatable win for Easy. 2-1 either way. If somebody wants to argue a gentleman's 30 and says somebody edged somebody every round, I'm not going to debate it. It's going to be who you prefer, most likely. But both them boys came out to show. Chess is different. This is one of them few battles where I don't think there's not going to be a loser that comes from this. Chess, who does choke sometimes, had none of that. There was none of that, not even a hint of that. He was in his bag, shape-shifting, and Easy came and matched him with that energy. So this is one of them rare battles where whoever you say won, yep, they won. And there's no losers in this one. Both of them won. Both them niggas won. Because this is both, you could put this on your resume and be good with it. This amazing battle. Shout out to both them gentlemen. This is probably one of the best battles I've seen this year. So at this point, I was shocked we was going into Sue Surf and John the Don. Now, at this point, they asked us to leave stage, which we did. So we get off stage. We're up there getting us off stage. We leave the area, not leave the area, but we leave and kind of go rejoin the crowd a little bit and stuff like that. And I'm shocked to see Sue Surf and John's next. Actually, when I was leaving the stage, I looked at John and was like, hey, good luck, bruh. And he was like, yeah, you feel me? Thanks. Now, my prediction on this battle was due to the fact that Surf has an issue getting off 3 rounds. He good for 1 solid first. Sometime he come with 2, a first and a second. That's good. He don't be having no thirds. He jersey out quick. He don't be having no thirds. So I'm going into this automatically knowing that Surf is going to have to try and maybe get 2 rounds off. Because 9 times out of 10, 1 round Surf, you're going to give Surf the first round. The second is usually going to be debatable, and he's going to drop the ball on the third. John has been hunting this nigga for years. He seems like he has an encyclopedia with volumes on Surf material. Even in the face-off, super calm, like, I rap better. You think you rap better than me? I rap better than you. You think, really? None of that views? You got a lot of views, none of that matters. I rap better than you. This, that, and the third. He was talking that, he was not talking trash while Surf was wilding in the face off. He was humble, but letting them know, like, hey, you know you got to rap, right? You got to come prepared. That being said, while I'm in the crowd, Swave is over off to the side. I think the brother's name is Knowledge, who was on the Math Hoffa blogs, or not blogs, but the Math Hoffa in the barbershop shit, my opinion. He was there, and Arsenal was there. I was there. I'm not speaking like they know me, because these niggas don't know me. But the atmosphere, this atmosphere, they're so down to earth, it's ridiculous. Like, you can have a conversation with them, and they will talk to you like they're a fan of this stuff too. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, Arsenal was telling us like, yo, I don't think y'all understand what's about to happen. And perhaps we didn't. But he's like, yo, I heard Surf's rounds. All three of them. I don't think y'all know what's really about to happen. And like, everybody's kind of like, all right, Ars, all right. Even myself, I'm just kind of like, man, but John don't mess up, and he's consistent. But Arsenal kept saying, yo, I heard his material. Y'all basically in for a treat. He finna go crazy. Start the battle off. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, John went first. John had a very nice round. He was using the angles and stuff like that. But I do remember feeling like after the first round, knowing that Surf comes with a fire first round, even though he don't be remembering his material in the third, and he be jerseying out early, he don't be prepared like that, you got to know Surf's coming with that fire first round. So with John's first, I was like, maybe you sacrificing around because you know Surf's first is going to be crazy, but I don't know if that's it. Then Surf came with his first. And it was fucking crazy. Excuse my language, it was crazy. He was wigging, but it's what we expected. We expected Surf's first to be solid. Fire. Actually, not even solid. Surf's first be fire. Objectively speaking. They be fire. Then the second round happens. John raps, he starts angling more. And this is where I start to notice, like, John, you saying you rap better than him? Forget the angle stuff. Punch his head off. Punch his head off. Hit him with the line after line. And John had a pretty good second round. But then Surf had to rap. And his second round, not just being a good second round or a solid second round, his second round was fire. Packed full of them struggle bars. And perhaps because I'm from the West Coast, I love struggle bars. I love them struggle bars that puts me in the place of you. And I'm just like, that. He had some fire material. If I'm not mistaken, he had, in the second, this Bible scheme where it was like, he was like Deuteronomy, something like he had Exodus, the shells at Exodus, that was crazy. But Surf's second, so realistically, after 2 rounds, Surf was up 2-0. And it seemed clear. Where I would say, it could be debatable preference. It seemed clear Surf was up 2-0. John rapped. He had this one moment where he had great crowd participation. I believe that was in the third. Could have been in the second. If I'm getting it twisted, I got to rewatch some of this stuff. But he did at some point have this crowd participation scheme where it was, Surf, you not bigger than the culture, which was dope. He got dope crowd participation. But I keep saying this. But then Surf had to rap. And mind you, this is the third round. Surf don't ever come with third rounds. He got up there talking to smack like, I don't even need this third round. But y'all say I can't do this. Y'all say I can't bring no third rounds. You want a third round? And then proceeded to whip John John's ass with his third round. So I got the crowd was chanting it. If somebody wants to maybe try and debate one of the first 2 rounds, maybe. I'm not going to debate that with you because I'm going to think you're out of your mind. I got Surf 30-piece. 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 I might even say a clear 30. And I don't want to disrespect John John because he's cool as shit. You can call it a gentleman's 30 if you want. But Surf, I don't think John John expected this Surf. And maybe John John brought this Surf out. Let me credit him with that. Because I had John John, and I'm going to be honest, I had John John winning this battle. This is one that I was absolutely, positively sure John John was going to win. I thought he was going to edge the second and take the third. But Surf, that was a different kind of Surf. If this Surf showed up every battle, that's Mount Rushmore stuff. You couldn't even deny it. This Surf was different. On to the next one. Now, mind you, battle of the night, Chest and Easy. Then you have a fire battle with Surf and John John. And it does suck because I do believe that them 2 battles back to back sucked a lot of energy out the crowd, and it took a minute for the crowd to get back to it. Because through those 2 battles, from the start to after those battles, the crowd's energy was at 150. By the time we got to the next battle, which was surprising to me, but it was Hollow the Don versus K-Shine. But those battles before that took so much energy out of the crowd that when they got to that battle, and it also had effect with the Reed and Murder Mook battle, the energy was a little bit lower for these battles. I'm gonna just be honest and objective with it. The energy was a lot lower with these battles, and you kind of felt it. K-Shine, who was somebody who has magnificent, immaculate stage presence, it seems like it was hard for him to get that same stage presence that I'm normally used to seeing him have. When he's wigging out in his bag, it was hard for them to get. It was hard for them to get into. It seemed, I don't want to say dry, but the crowd seemed drained a little bit by this point. If I'm going to give an overview of the battle, I have, at best, a debatable 2-1 either way, but I'm going to edge it to Hollow. Probably the second and the third to Hollow. But it's debatable, and I feel like this battle can go either way. It's not like either of them were bad, because they weren't. They were both spitting and in their shit, but the crowd by this point expended a lot of energy because Chest and Easy, followed by Sue and John John, that took a lot of out of the crowd. Not to mention the Lou Castro and Arsenal battle took a lot out of the crowd. Not to mention Real Name Brandon and MVP took a lot out of the crowd. But for me, I think Hollow probably edged it, but I'm not going to argue against K-Shine. I actually thought K-Shine, being that it's in front of that big of a crowd, was going to win this battle clearly, because I'm not a big fan of Hollow the Don style, but he was spitting he was in his bag. Both of them were in their bag, but I got to edge this one to Hollow, but debatable 2-1 either way. Next, we have Murder Mook and Reed Dollaz. Another battle that fell victim to the battles prior to that was just insane. The crowd started to pick it up a little bit more in this battle, but I'm going to say 2-1 Reed, and I think it was clear, and it's a debatable 30. Mook didn't do bad, but in this kind of setting, I'm going to be honest, the Texas crowd was not feeling Mook from New York. They was not feeling him, and maybe bars was going over their head or whatever the case is. They weren't really feeling him. They weren't. They actually booed him at some point. Boo RL made an appearance. They did for this battle, and it was shocking to me because these are legends of the game. Legends. But Boo RL showed its face. I got Reed, 2-1 clear. Any of the 3 rounds, you could probably edge it to Reed. So it's a debatable gentleman's 30. But it's clear Reed won this battle. Now, I'm going to be honest, the next battle is the battle that actually, when I saw this one announced, is when I bought my ticket. Calico, somebody whose music outside of battle rap I actually listen to. He makes good music. My ear is tuned to that Detroit style of rapping. I like the way it sounds. And he talks struggle bars and real shit. I love it. I love it. Versus Geechee Gotti, who objectively is my favorite battle rapper to do it right now, from California. I love my West Coast battle rappers. They actually, I think, got promoted up to the main event because prior to this, I thought Mook and Reed were billed as the main event. But Geechee and Calico ended up going on last. So I guess they're the main event. And the crowd got back into it for this battle. The crowd was back by this point. Mook and Reed started to pick the crowd back up. But by the time Geechee and Calico hit the stage, it was Summer Madness season back again. The crowd was loving it. If it wasn't for Chess versus Easy, this would probably be my battle of the night. Maybe Lou Castro and Arsenal. I don't know. But this battle, great battle. Both gentlemen showed up with material, was consistent, fire rounds from both. I got the first. I'm edging to Calico because he came with it in that first. And Geechee is that nigga to me. But I got to edge the first to Calico. Calico, I think I underestimated the energy that Calico brings. I must have. Because he was in his bag in the first. He was in his bag. Now the second, I got to give it to Geechee. He was real talking him, doing his Geechee stuff. Geechee Gotti verse, he was doing all that. So I got to edge the second. There's lots of quotables. I can't wait to rewatch all of these battles in all honesty. Again, get the cam view, because it is different being in the building and on the stage. You do miss some stuff, and you get hyped up with the crowd reaction a lot of the times to some stuff. So I can't wait to rewatch these. But I give the second to Geechee. It seemed pretty clear. The third is debatable. Either way, Geechee had a little bit of stumbles, I believe it was, in the third. A little bit of stumbles, but it's not like it was any kind of choke. He got through it and had some fire material with it. Rebutted some shit off the top. Fire. Calico spit his round. Fire. I feel like Calico's round was a little short, his third one, which is why I would edge the third to Geechee. But 2-1 either way, debatable. All in all, the card, fire. I can't wait to rewatch this. So make sure y'all do me a favor, because I might do another review after I actually rewatch each of the battles and do a more clear review, because I might change my mind on some things. But right now, I got Real Name Brandon winning. I got Arsenal winning, edging. I got Easy the Block Captain winning, edging. I got Hollow the Don, edging. I got Sue Surf clear, possibly a 30. I got K-Shine and Hollow. I got Hollow in that one, edging. And then I got Reed, pretty clear, 2-1. Clear, debatable 30. And then I got Geechee Gotti, debatable 2-1. Subscribe, like, click, and all that all that stuff. Like, click, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Subscribe. Thank you.